What's up, y'all? It's Will here at Schedulefly. I wanted to share a story. I've talked about this bakery before recently, and it just underscored the point for me this week with an experience I had there. It's called Virtuoso Bakery. It's here in Waxhaw, North Carolina, where I live. And I went in on Wednesday of this week, and I was going to get a few things. We get their English muffins. One of my sons eats one of their English muffins. I literally think he eats one every single day, 7 days a week. He has at least one. He loves them. And we were out, so I went in there on Wednesday afternoon to get some. And I did not realize this, but Jenny, who is typically there taking orders, she and I were talking. She just noticed something was off about me, and I couldn't have told you, but she said there was just something in my eyes or whatever. And she's like, "Are you okay? You don't seem like yourself." And I was like, "Well, I'm fine, big picture, but I'm a little down." And we had to put down a horse on our farm this week, and it was a bad experience. I'll spare you, but she noticed that. And so I told her the story real quick, and then I had like over $20 worth of stuff, couple packs of English muffins and some other things. And when I went to pay, she looked over at the young lady at the register, and she said, "This is on me." And I was like, "No, it's not, Jenny. This is not on you. I got this. You're not paying for that." And she's like, "Yes, I am." And I was like, "Nah, seriously, I appreciate that, but no thanks, man. I want to pay for this." She's like, "Well, I've got this." So this is over $20 worth of stuff. I felt terrible, but I really did everything I could to pay, and she wouldn't let me. So I obviously left a very large tip there, which was not her intent. And but anyway, the point is, what she did and what they do on a typical basis there is so meaningful to me that, I am a customer for life there, without question. Period. End of story, right? It has nothing to do with technology. Nothing to do with any technology. In fact, they barely have any. They do have they could probably operate on all cash if they wanted to, but they're just so good at their product and their service. And that's really what it comes down to. The product got me in there. I'd heard, hey, Virtuoso Bakery's got some really good bake stuff. The product got me there. And the product always is going to be consistently good. So I know that. But what really, really keeps me going there is the interactions I have with that staff. Lauren and her husband, the owners, they have the magic formula. They have this incredible product that they produce consistently, and they just hire great people. That's it. That's not easy. That's easy in concept, right? But it is not easy to do, to execute day after day after day with consistency on a great product and to have great people. And that's the challenge with these people-centered businesses, right? Like, so many folks are moving to more technology-centered, and that's fine, and there's a need for that, and we need, a quick place to get quick food and well-prepared, good quality food without lots of people involved. But where are you loyal? Where do you want to go time and again? Because I go to Virtuoso once a week minimum, often twice a week. And the loyalty is absolutely around the people, right? The relationships. That's never going to change. I don't believe. We don't believe that at Schedulefly. We don't believe that the need for human interaction and relationships and the importance of that will ever go away. And in fact, the more quick service, drive-through, delivery meals that you consume, the more meaningful it is when you go somewhere where somebody seats your table and has a conversation with you. Or in this case, I'm just going and standing in line, getting my stuff and leaving, right? So that is, by definition, it is quick service. But those people that work there are such an important part of that exchange, and that will never change for me. And the day they, if they ever got to where they, ignored who they were, not ignored, but, just it didn't place as much emphasis on the people they hired, and the people weren't as thoughtful and caring and intentional as they are, well, then the product's not going to keep me coming back, at least not as often. So in other words, I'm going to go once a week now, no matter what we need from there, even if it's just a cookie, because I want to have that interaction, because I don't get that in many places. So it becomes more meaningful to me. So here we are, a technology company, by definition, but we really believe that it's people that make the difference, not technology. Our technology is minimal, meaning that, we solve a simple problem. We help people schedule and communicate. We are not out to change the world and, change the hospitality scene. And we don't claim that we make any of these customers of ours better at what they do. We hopefully help them save time so they can do what they do, which is create a great product and provide great, thoughtful, authentic, intentional, meaningful, honest service to their customers, hospitable service. So anyway, for whatever it's worth, Virtuoso is not a customer. I've never mentioned Schedulefly to them. I'm sure they've seen, I'll wear my Schedulefly hat often. I'm sure they've seen it, but, they've got a small team. One day if they need something, I hope that they'll find us. Or if they ask what Schedulefly is, then surely I'll tell them. But I'm not in there for any other reason that, and I'm not talking about them on this podcast for any other reason, that what they do is just the perfect example of what so many of our customers do. And if one of our customers were in Waxhaw and they did that, I'd obviously be talking about them. But we're in a small town. Most folks don't have barely any technology, and boy, they sure know how to provide great service. All right, thanks for listening, and y'all have a good one. More coming soon.